Good morning, dear children. Welcome in the English classroom for class 12. Today we have taken a new lesson, Evans, Tries and O Level by Colin Dexter. This lesson has been taken from the supplementary reader book, Vistas. So this is a long play actually, and that's why I have divided into several parts. So today we'll start with part 1. First, about the author. Norman Colin Dexter was an English crime writer known for his Inspector Morse series of novels, which were written between 1975 and 1999 and adapted as an ITV television series. Born on 29 September 1930 in United Kingdom, Stamford, and died on 21st March 2017, Oxford, United Kingdom. Spouse and books description given. Books: Last Bus of Woodstock. This is one remarkable book written by him. The Remorseful Day also another one. Now the dramatis personae or the characters. The secretary of the examination board, the governor of HM Prison, Oxford, James Evan, a prisoner. He is the central character. Mr. Jackson and Mr. Stephens, they are the prison officers. The Reverend S. McLeary, an invigilator. Mr. Carter, detective superintendent, and Mr. Bell, detective inspector, chief inspector. Now, what is the theme of the lesson? The story Evans, Tries and O Level, written by Colin Dexter, is an interesting story depicting how a prisoner called James Evans befools all the officers of the prison to escape under a well laid out plan. Now, despite the best efforts of the prison authorities, Evans is able to escape. So we'll see that how he planned and how he finally, was successful to escape. Evans, Tries and O Level is a story of a criminal named Evans. In this story, Colin Dexter shows how an individual is able to shake the entire police department with his cleverness and ingenuity. Now, as I told you, now we'll go to the text and try to understand the text first. Yeah, so this is the text. Evans, Tries and O Level. The characters that we already have seen. Now, before going to start, I'll just give a kind of overview of the story. Actually, this story, the central character of this play is Evans. Okay. Now, Evans, he was a thief. Rather, it's better to say the kleptomaniac. Now, what is the meaning of kleptomaniac? One who steals things under compulsion. Okay, compulsively means it's a kind of disease. Now he had been put to jail, and many a time, for thrice actually, for 3 times he broke the jail. He escaped from the jail, and he was a kind of headache for everyone, all the officers of the prison cell. And finally, what happened? The story that we are going to get, this is his 4th attempt to break the jail. And this time he planned something, and we will see as the story unfolds slowly that how he had a foolproof plan to escape from the jail. And what he did, he took the help of his friends and he planned nicely, which couldn't be understood or couldn't be gauged even by the prison officers. Okay, now we'll see that actually he expressed his hope or wish to appear for one German O level exam. Okay, and that's why he requested the jailer also to give him the facility to take the tuition. And finally the board, the secretary of the examination board agreed, and the invigilator came, and how the exam was conducted, and finally how he escaped from the jail. And and later on what happened, he was being caught by the officer, but from there also he escaped finally. When the story ends, we find that he was a free man, escaped from the jail. So this is actually the story, but how, what is the procedure and how that everything had happened, the development of the whole story we'll see. Now all precautions have been taken to see to it that the O-level German examination arranged in the prison of Evans does not provide him with any means of escape. Means every precautions have been taken that he cannot, so that he cannot escape from the jail. It was in early March when the Secretary of the Examination Board received the call from Oxford prison. It's a slightly unusual request, Governor, but I don't see why we shouldn't try to help. Just the one fellow, you say. So what was the request? That one of their prisoner wants to appear for the O-level German exam. So whether the examination board will be able to conduct the exam or not. Finally, what happened after the conversation? It said that the Secretary of the Examination Board asked, asked about him, that who is that a prisoner, and how is he means what was his attitude, and that's why he said that that's a kind of jolly kind of you exactly with the procedure now. Oh, don't worry about that, I will be sending you all the forms and stuff. Well, what's his name? You say Evans. James Roderick Evans, this is his full name. It sounded rather grand. Just one thing, Governor, he is not a violent sort of fellow, is he? I don't want to know the criminal record of or anything like that. But so he had given the officer had given him that feedback that actually he is not such a violent criminal. So what did he say about him? No, there is no record of violence. Quite a pleasant sort of chap. They tell me bit of a card, really, one of the stars of the Christmas concert imitations, the sort of things Mike Earwood stuff. No, he's just a congenital kleptomaniac, that's all. He said that he is a congenital kleptomaniac. He had that compulsive tendency to steal things, and that's why he had been put to jail many a time. Okay. Now the governor was tempted to add something else, but he thought better of it. He had looked after that particular side of the thing himself. Said that he thought that he should say something more about that he broke jail and everything, but he thought that he shouldn't, say everything. Now finally, it was being planned. The persons from the Saint Mary Mag to invigilate one person. Here, person means the clergyman, you can say, of the church. So he will be sent for the invigilation duty. Everything was being finalized. Okay, now we'll see. Here we'll get little bit about Evans. That Evans the Break. He's also known as Evans the Break. Okay, as the prison officer used to call. Why? Because thrice he has escaped from the prison. Okay, but for the recent wave of unrest in the maximum security establishment up north, and that's why this means they have made everything strict inside so that he cannot escape. Now he wouldn't now be gracing the governor's premises in Oxford. Not that Ivan was a real burden, just a persistent nagging presence. In this way, the day finally, one day before, at 8:30 p.m. on Monday, 7 June, Ivan's German teacher shook him by his hand in the heavily guarded recreational block just across from D wing. So, in the recreational block on June 17, one day before of the scheduled date of the exam, at 8:30 p.m., his German teacher, who is the German teacher actually? He was taking tuition actually inside the prison. Okay, who is to teach him and preparing for O-level German exam. But later on you will see that he also was one of his accomplices or his friend who helped him to escape the jail. Sorry. Now he wished good luck and said that you have a little chance to get through the exam. And but Evans said, I may surprise everyone, said Evans. Actually, this is also a kind of a metaphoric statement. Why? Because he didn't mean here that I may surprise everyone by passing the O-level exam. Rather, he wanted to say that I may surprise everyone by escaping from the jail. Now Next morning, again at 8:30 a.m., two visitors came. Who were the two visitors? Particularly two special officers were being appointed. Who were they? uh, Jackson, Mr. Jackson, and uh, Mr. Stephens. Okay, in this way, they worked their duty and they followed the instruction of the governor. Sorry. And what happened? Mr. Jackson directed Mr. Stephen to make sure that you take his razor out of the cell when he is finished scraping his ugly mug of his. Means he was bearded, so that's why he said that he should clean, shave himself, and to take all the sharp things from his cell, razor, then this nail cutter, nail file, everything. Okay, and everything was taken. Sorry. And what happened? Suddenly, his eyes, the security officer's eyes, fall on the bobble head that he was wearing, and he said, "What? I'm just reading out this part. You have got half an hour to smarten yourself, Evans, and take that bloody head off." Me, that Evans put his right hand lovingly on top of the filthy woolen and smiled sadly. Do you know, Mr. Jackson, it's only thing. See that what we have learned. Yeah, so we'll see that how he replied. He said that, "Do you know, Mr. Jackson is the only thing that's ever brought me any sort of good luck in life." So, kind of lucky chum, if you know what I mean. But today I thought that, well, with me exam and all that. So he said, actually, he requested that bobblehead, actually, it was very lucky for him. So he should be allowed to keep it with him because he was going to appear for that exam. And he knew that Jackson was actually a compassionate fellow. Buried somewhere in Jackson was a tiny core of compassion, and Evans knew that, and Evans used that. In this way, he finally allowed him to keep that head. And I want to refer here one thing, that under the head, actually, something was being hidden. Okay, that you will come to know later on. Had that bubble head was being removed, he would have been caught at that particular moment, and his plan would have been failed. But luckily, he was being allowed to keep that head. Now, in this way, what happened at on the exam day at 8:45, Reverend Stuart McCleary, who was supposed to come from Saint Mary Mag Church, he was appointed as the invigilator. He came, and with him, he was being ransacked. He had to face the security personnel, and the frisking was done. And finally, what was the things that he was carrying in his right hand? He was carrying a small brown suitcase which contained all that he would need for his morning duties, including a sealed question paper envelope, a yellow invigilation form, a special authentication card from the examination board, a paper knife, a Bible, and a copy of the charge time. Now, the 2-hour examination was scheduled to start at 9:15. This was the time when the exam was to be started. In this way, finally, the time had come, and we'll see that in the next part how the exam was conducted and what were the problem that they had to face. So the things that we have learned till now in today's this part, that Evans has escaped from the prison 3 times. That is why he is called Evans the Brave by the police officials. The way he plans his escape for the 4th time with the help of his friends outside the prison earns for him our secret admiration for his cleverness. Now, Evans, who was Evans? Actually, he was a criminal in Oxford prison, very clever. He used to study German in the evening evening class also started inside the prison. Only one student. Jail authority arranged a teacher from a technical college, later known as original teacher, but one of Evans' friend. Okay, and later on it was known that he was not the original teacher from the technical college. He was just a friend of Evans. Okay, now Evans wants to take O-level test. Evans keen to acquire academic qualification, O-level test in German, and the governor conceded to his request, arranged with the examination board to hold in the examination. And examination in Evans' cell only. A person from St. Mary Church, means St. Mary Mag Church, to be invigilated. That also we have seen. The governor takes the precaution. What the precaution? Fears that Evan might try to escape. Jackson, a senior prison officer, to search Evan's cell. Nothing found. Spent 2 hours. Removed nails, scissors, and file. Another prison officer to stay inside the cell till the examination. It was decided that one of the prison officers, will stay inside the cell only. One microphone also was set inside that prison cell, so that the governor can hear all the conversation. So actually he Jackson and Stephen visit Evans half an hour before the examination. Jackson and Stephen visited Evans' cell. Evan was given a blade to shave himself. Stephen takes the blade after the shave. As we have seen that all the sharp material was being removed from his room. Now Evans' head. Evans wore a filthy head, refused to remove it, considered lucky head. Jackson allowed him to wear it. Actually he had cut his long hair to impersonate the invigilator. Okay, and if head would have been removed, secret would have been revealed, and that's why I said that that head, that episode also is very important, because that head, had that been removed, he would have been caught at that particular moment only. The arrival of the invigilator, Reverend Stuart McLeary, a person again, I'm telling you, this is the church, the clergyman, you can say, related to the church, lived along in his flat in Broad Street at 8:45 a.m. Arrived at the gate prison, led to the Evans cell, and he was introduced to Evans, and invigilator McLeary investigated. How he was investigated? The governor suspected the invigilator, rang up to Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson checked any weapon was there, whether in that suitcase any weapon was there, but nothing was found. McLeary had a small semi-inflated rubber ring which draw his attention, and he explained. Who explained? The invigilator, or McLeary explained that he was suffering from hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoid mean piles problem he had, and that's why he needed that to carry. But actually this is also another point where the prison officers made the mistake, that a hemorrhoid is no way related to give relief from piles disease. Actually there also that is also being used to impersonate himself. Later on you will find that also helped him to escape from there. Okay, so this much you have done. Few questions I have given in the assignment section, so you will go through and note down those, copy and send for checking. Okay, thank you very much.